talking. I ain't even went live yet. Okay, here I go. So, but Taibu Mu'addib right here. I come on in the evenings for the mastermind. I got one more week of it. I'm usually an 8:45 guy, but now that I have one of my kids down here for the summer, I'm just enjoying my time with him and him being in my space. So shout out to everybody out there in Wisconsin, even those that are dealing with a new loss in their life. So right here, right now, what I got going on, just want you to know, come over to YouTube and please subscribe to Win with Taibu. All right, Win with Taibu. It's important that I get my 1,000 followers over here on YouTube so I can do a whole lot more with the podcast space. I can offer you so much more. When I get the sponsorships on YouTube for y'all, that's when I'll be able to really, turn up for you. So some folks appreciate it. Some folks, they don't know what to do with it. But I want to make sure that I'm faithful to get y'all this podcast and this love for sure. 3 ways to join my Total Body Blueprint as far as pay is concerned. Obviously, you just hit the hospitality hotline up 682-514-5955 to get the mastermind teaching from the mastermind teacher himself. All right. You got the power play option for those of you who are really confident in yourself and you want to drop that 40 pounds, right? Go ahead, pay with a full $997. Again, it's all money back guaranteed. It's a 12-week program. You got to have it. The 3-month split, that's $347 3 times. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of your business, and it gives you a little flexibility, right? You want to jump in there, unlock some rewards. The toolkit that you get if you make it to week 6, I have a special, like gift basket kind of thing that I send out to you. I'm doing it really big now. And then the weekly hustler program. So at $97 a week, it's very, very inexpensive. $97 a week, you get to build yourself up and basically boost your own progress. You pay, you play, you pay, you play. Like the arcade games, you put a quarter in, you stop putting quarters in, the game goes off, but you putting quarters in, you advance in different levels. So shout out to the folks that helped me get this program together for you. And I want y'all to get in shape. I want you to get in shape. Dealing with the loss, tonight, I'm going to talk about how physical fitness blends into dealing with the loss. I'm physically fit, and so I don't know what it's like to not be physically fit. You know what I mean? But many of you out there are. So when you suffer a loss, it's easy to comfort eat. It's easy to, make poor decisions with where you are and what you do or what you don't do. It can be tough after the loss of a child, the loss of a parent, the loss of a spouse. It can be tough to even get up and brush your teeth and wash your face. I know somebody really, really close to me that's dealing with depression about issues of how they were raised. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you being physically fit is important. It's so important to get that endorphin rush consistently throughout the week. That really, because when you're building on yourself, it's really the most positives then you can actually have when you're building on yourself. I'll be 50 in August, and I want you all to know, because y'all be like, man, he buff. I see him online working out. I see him online working out at home. I see him in the gym. I see him podcasting. That man's everywhere. I had a friend of mine tell me, he said, man, I can't turn I can't go online without seeing you doing something. Somebody else hit me up like, I see you doing this. Like, how do you have the energy at 50 to be doing that? And, I'm going to tell you right now, like for me, I just don't see myself in a slow down mentality. Many of you want to lay in bed, play on your phone, or to make me feel it's paying at you. Put it down. Pay attention, boy. This is what turns into the money. Because I have this particular skill set, I can help people change their lives. This is the family business. You see me running it right here. Pay attention. I'm serious. What else you gonna do? Trey, y'all think that y'all can be influencers? This is what it means. I'm creating the content. You just scrolling through it. You can't make money scrolling through online. But people are making money by being like secret shoppers online. They getting a couple of pennies. I'm not raising you to be a online secret shopper. I can't turn over the family business to you if all you want to do is just scroll through your phone. then I'm watching you. Why you just say that? Because you never let me talk. You supposed to be like, watching. You supposed to be like, that's it. Now, if you're gonna override me, that's the time to do it. No, that's not gonna pick it up. That's paying attention. See, that's when you raising them right. You gotta teach them how to, step up. Sometimes okay, tell that, Dad, no. I got you on here. I'm trying to get your viewership up. Subscribe. But I'll be on him. But I want y'all to know. Never, ever, ever, ever think for one moment that you're not a mastermind. You got it in you. I'm telling you right now, 100% money back guarantee. You can't go wrong. I don't need to have a bunch of fancy stuff around me or fancy stuff on. I got class. I got the skill set to help you do your thing. And I got the knowledge. You can go on my Facebook page and you'll see I started my gym back in 2009. I've been training for, I told y'all, I looked through all my records and all the stuff that I've kept, my emails and stuff like that. I've helped over 2,000 people in shape. And that was just the beginning. That was just how God had me figure out the right program, the right structure, the right approach. So now that I'm podcasting, y'all really need to understand that this is real. It's real for you now. Hit the Hospitality Hotline, inbox me, DM me. However you get at me, you want to make sure that you don't miss this opportunity, right? July 4th is coming. Y'all finna gorge yourself with food and alcohol and all that stuff ain't good for your body. I'll tell you what is good for your body. Burpees, mountain climbers, crunches, jogging, running, sprinting, squats, lunges, bicep curls. I can make a song out of it. You know what? I might do a workout rap. That might be the thing to do. See, y'all right now. I appreciate all y'all. That's that mastermind talk. Taibu Mu'addib right here. Tonight, we're talking about how to deal with loss. And y'all think I'm all over the place, but I'm telling you, you can literally deal with your loss by getting yourself together physically. The Bible describes our flesh encasing God's spirit. Each and every one of us has a portion of God inside us. That's the eternal part of us. We know that when this flesh returns to dust, our spirit's going to be free. It's the most beautiful concept ever that God breathed life into our parent, into our mom, into our dad, that God breathed life into us. It's the most beautiful concept ever that God breathed life into us while we were in our mother's womb. And we now all have eternal life spiritually. That's the most comforting thought that I have when I'm sick, when I'm down, when I'm alone, when I'm lonely, when I'm afraid. That's the most comforting thought you could ever really have. So those of you without religion and who don't believe in Christianity and all stuff like that, I feel for you. You hear that sound right now? I feel for you because that's the most comforting thought a person could ever have, that God's spirit is in you. So let me tell you how to deal with the loss. You need to understand that the body was meant to work. Jesus was a carpenter. Adam and Eve, they was bucket naked in the nude, but they was in there working that garden. They was weeding the garden. They was pulling it. They was pruning the fruit. They was taking care of the animals. Adam and Eve, everybody in the Bible worked. Think about how much walking they did in the Bible. They walked everywhere. They walked the Bible was always walking. Got somebody walking, and the apostles and disciples walked to the mount. And they walked to Damascus and the road to, they was always walking. What are you doing sitting on your behind scrolling and watching Netflix and stuff? I'm telling you right now, it makes no sense to me. I can't believe I'm even saying this stuff to y'all like you don't even know it. Here's the thing. The thing is this. I think that the most concrete winning strategy you can have for dealing with the loss is to work out. This isn't me promoting my program. There's gyms all over the place. There was gyms before me, there's gonna be gyms after. I'm just talking about what I'm saying to you is a winning strategy for dealing with the loss. Loss of friendship, loss of a job, work out. Work out. You get ideas. Diamond D. Look at the screen and tap low battery. Bam. Work out. So I think it's time for me to open up the water of life. As a confirmed genius, it behooves me to point out that many of you, by not working out, are losing. Oh, raise your hand if you hear me. Many of you, by not working out, are losing. It's real. So you really can't qualify as a mastermind if you don't understand the body is the temple that encases the spirit and the soul drives the motivation for the temple. You can't be a mastermind and sit with masterminded people if you don't understand this interplay. You want to know something? I'm not body shaming nobody right now, but you want to know the craziest industry to me? The craziest industry to me is nursing. It's 8 out of 10 nurses is fat. I'm talking about obese fat. Nurses. The people that we go to take our blood, this and that, 8 out of 10 nurses in this country is fat. What's their excuse? They have the knowledge of how they're losing or hurting themselves by being out of shape and overweight. They're cutting their lifespan short. They're going to deal with more physical ailments because they're fat. And people talk about it because they're fat. They don't say it to their face. How many of you go to the doctor and be like, excuse me, ma'am, I don't believe you can help me because you're fat. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real. I'm just telling you what it is. But every time I go to the hospital, I want to tell these fat nurses, why are you fat? You went to school for this. You know that being fat is unhealthy for you. The hospitals all have gyms. All the real hospitals have gyms. So how come all these nurses is fat? Because every day they deal with loss. I didn't know I was going there because every day these nurses, male and female, they're dealing with the people's losses. So it's become a part of their psyche. Every nurse out there that's fat needs my total body blueprint. You need a transformation. You need that physical jumpstart. The Hospitality Hotline is 682-514-5955. You got to hit me up. If you know a fat nurse, male or female, get them on my page. Send this to them. You can find it on YouTube at Win with Taibu. This podcast tonight. Mastermind episode 7. Straighten up my tie. Man, I didn't lose my tie. Listen, I'm about to get aggressive. Come out my shirt on you. Listen, I'm all about winning strategies. All about it. The issue for me is with this mastermind teaching on how to handle a loss this week, how to handle a loss. And I'm saying work out, not just because next week I'm inviting everybody to join my total body blueprint. I'm going to have folks call in on the phone and the whole 9. Let me see my phone. I'm going to have folks calling in on the phone. I'm going to be answering y'all phone calls during every show. Hey, how you doing? Yep, this Taibu Mu'addib right here. Sure. You want to be into the book talk? Okay, and which one do you want? The power play? Okay, 997. I'm going to send you the invoice. Boop. It's going to be just like that. I'm going to fill up my Zoom class that we're going to get right. And when you have access to the true coach, when I'm coaching and training you and motivating you, you get access to my video masterclass. And then when you get, if you make it to week 6, then you'll get the blueprint. You'll get the books, you'll get the t-shirt, you'll get love. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have a special, every toolkit is gonna come because I've gotten to know you over these past 6 weeks. Halfway through the program, you're gonna get a personal motivational video message from me. It's gonna be awesome. Leadership is necessary for people to go in a different direction. But your leader has to know what he or she's talking about. Has to know what they're talking about. Now, when it comes to fitness, again, my resume speaks for itself. I don't need to prove anything when it comes to fitness. Not just how I treat my body, but how things began, how things started. I need you to understand, all of you have that mastermind capability. So work on yourself and begin with your temple, begin with your body. If you 50 pounds underweight or 500 pounds overweight, I want you to know the total body blueprints for you. Let me tell you what you're going to get on the total body blueprint. You're going to get the opportunity to learn my foundational, solid, life-changing program. And then at the end of it, we're going to make sure that you walk away with the way to maintain that level of fitness and growth. So the tough part for many of you was not losing the weight, it was keeping it off. The total body blueprint shows you who you are for 12 weeks. That way you can't go back. We're documenting, recording it. Every time you make a winning step and you make progress, we're documenting. It's going to be taped and recorded. You're going to know exactly where you need to be to overcome the obstacle that day and feel that paradise the next day. So just so you know, love of self isn't selfishness. Love of self is what God intended for all of us to have. He's not telling you to love him externally out there in prayer at the ceiling of the church. He's telling you to love him within yourself. Come on. When you hear that sound right there, you know I'm getting through to somebody. Somebody listening to me. I ain't buttoning my shirt back up. I'm ready. I'm talking about, I come out the Hulk. It's coming out of me right now because this is the last night to help you understand how to deal with the loss. You get your subscriptions on TikTok because on TikTok, I'm doing a lot more fun stuff on TikTok and letting you get to know me. But I'm telling you right now, you have the opportunity right now to subscribe to my YouTube page, help me build this movement. Win with Taibu, the mindset behind that is the book, Coach Taibu's, that's me, Winning Strategies on Amazon Books. Go over there and get the book and begin to think strategically. Why would you not do that in a day like this? With so much going on, why would you not start thinking strategically so your end game is flawless? Your agenda, flawless. And see, many of you are losing because you just have plans. A strategy always outweighs, outfoxes, outmaneuvers, and has victory over plans. Break it down to you simply. Plans are things that you think about and hope happen. Strategy are tasks that you line up to receive and to get an expected outcome. Let me run off a few winning strategies for you. McDonald's. McDonald's strategy is so effective, you think it's a place of food that they sell burgers to make their money. No, they sell convenience. General Motors, with all the global competitors in cars and getting into the cars, always seems to be some kind of new car company coming out. General Motors. How they survive? Because their strategy is to build brand loyalty. They spend more money on brand loyalty probably than any other car company out there. You didn't know this. But when you see folks in General Motors, GMC, Buick, when you see people riding their cars, they have worked hard to cement themselves as part of the game, along as part of the game, because they're serious about brand loyalty. All right. One more winning strategy. LeBron James. LeBron James is the one person that for sure is set up to. Okay, it's all good. LeBron James is the one person that's set up to make sure that people understand what it looks like to go through the process. And remember, he went into the league without going to college, straight out of high school. Unwed mother as the parent in the household. So how has he put together the kind of legacy he's put together? What, 7, 8 finals in a row? 8 finals appearances in a row. All Stephen A can talk about is the wins and losses. You know, all we do is compare him to Michael Jordan and this and this and that. I'll tell you right now, y'all say what y'all want to say, but LeBron James has shown everybody what a person can do if they have a winning strategy and execute it flawlessly. Not taking advantage of God-given talent, not being led astray by all the people who are offering this and offering that and offering this and offering that. In a day and age where everybody has a cell phone, you don't see him pushing and shoving an onlooker. You don't see him, he's not getting into domestics, even though he has kids and relationships with a woman. I'm saying you have to think about it. From gambling stuff, all the stuff out there that you can use to catch somebody up, just to have something salacious to say about them. The only thing that bad people can say about him is he's not as good as Jordan. That's not saying much. That's not really saying anything bad, but it depends on what your argument is. But he executed a winning strategy. He was the strategy, and he executed, and he continued to stick close to the people that he started with, and it's been a winning strategy for him. So shout out to all those people in places and businesses. My point is that you see winning strategies all around you, but you haven't been connected to them because your proximity to greatness is so distant. I'm encouraging you to join my Total Body Blueprint so that you can come closer to greatness. Taibu Mu'addib, what makes you great? Look at my pedigree. You have to read the books. You have to look it up. You have to see for yourself. You have to decide for yourself what greatness is. You look at my productivity. You look at my pockets, my productivity, my pockets. You're like, wow, how did he get there? Read the book again. You're like, oh, okay, now I'm starting to see it. Now I understand. When you live the life you sing about in your song, you're an influencer. When you use your influence to change folks' lives to the good, you're a leader. And when you take those people and teach them how to let their light so shine and encourage them to bring other people along, you become a world changer. How do you handle a loss? I say work out. I'm going to spend a bunch of time on this weekend letting everybody know, get ready for next week so I can bring you all onto the coaching program. my first class, really with a bunch of y'all in there, it's gonna be nuts. So going into the 4th of July phase, everybody should be lined up, ready to go ahead and have one last celebration where they just letting themselves go. And then on into the winter months, we're gonna get that weight off. 40-pound loss, 12 weeks. You just don't want to miss the opportunity. I'm gonna close out with this. The people that you want to be like, we all want to be like somebody. I know I do. The people that you want to be like, ask yourself why you want to be like those people. Because if you actually achieve what they've achieved, would it be fulfilling for you? Couldn't be, because it was somebody else's path, someone else's purpose. Through great physical exercise, you'll find your purpose. Shedding 40 pounds and overcoming that obstacle that you have been struggling with and losing that battle to for a long time. Dropping this 40 pounds and en route to living a healthier lifestyle will help you to feel more confident that you can really overcome the bigger hurdles, obstacles that you're dealing with, like a loss. This year, I'm dedicating this week of teaching to my mom, Patricia Elizabeth, right? And her passing this year and how I had to deal with her loss amidst of starting a commercial live podcast, like podcasting in a live venue, losing close friends, dealing with situations with my minor children and their moms, just navigating so many things. I changed companies as far as my career during the day, and then really polishing my situation with my coaching program and getting it out there to y'all so I can enter 2026 running my own company and changing people's lives. Remember, I'm doing this to help you change your life. You guys have seen me for the last couple of years, and you, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, y'all see me all over the place. So it's not like I'm gonna have money if you don't join my coaching program. Please don't think I'm begging you to do my coaching program. But if I was begging you to do anything, it would be to realize that you too have mastermind potential in you. Taibu Mu'addib right here. When you overcome today's obstacles, tomorrow will feel like paradise. Take it from somebody that knows. 682-514-5955. That's your hospitality hotline. And that's the show. Cut. No, I'm just kidding. All right, look. I appreciate all y'all for everything that you've done, supporting the move by subscribing here, like I said, and as I bring on sponsorships and things of that nature, things will get much, much bigger, and I'll be able to reach more of you. I'll be able to come visit you. If you want Taibu Mu'addib at your school, at your company, at your corporation, if you want me motivating and teaching, if you want more of my books or access to them, let me know. The coaching program is really getting ready to kick off and redouble as I rebranded it this year. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to help a lot more people, even than I ever did before. And I'm proud of that opportunity and having the opportunity to really elevate so many folks with me. Remember, I challenge y'all to let y'all know I'm going to help y'all elevate along with me. I'm not going to get this elevation without y'all. I'm bringing you with those of you that's smart. Some of y'all gonna wait a little bit longer and be like, man, last year I should have got with him last year. You know, so I'd be straight right now. I was so and so doing the coaching program. Look at them right now. Yes, don't be that person. Jump in here and join today. I'll see y'all next week. Remember, next week I'm taking calls and I'm signing y'all up right here on the show. The Total Body Blueprint. The Power Play is $9.97. Go all in, pay the full price. Remember, it's 100% money back. All right. So there's no excuses. A 3-month split, $347 to get started in the weekly hustle program. You know, pay for your progress, $97 a week. However you come into the program next week, call in. Let's go, let's go, let's go.